It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis. For the Timberwolves, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low-post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers. You think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
No, I would have made them revert back to work.
You'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball well.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together, Ernie.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to me
me
for
a
2 seconds. La 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 la.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. These two teams, Doris, proficient at generating points through the post, down low, something that's become more and more difficult, it seems, in this league.
It's true, Kevin. The back-to-the-basket center that you play through is a rarity in today's NBA, and I think one of the things the league has got to be mindful of is cleaning up the post play, not allowing players who are big and physical and strong to be beaten on in the post the way they used to let Shaquille O'Neal be beaten on. If you've got a back-to-the-basket skilled center like a Joel Embiid, you should be able to play through him and showcase his skill set.
And as you know, it's so hard to officiate a big player. You mentioned O'Neal. He's got to be the most difficult guy to try to officiate.
That's exactly right. His strength is just imposing.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, the forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's Adams in at the center position. Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time, it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Yep, that one goes in there.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
Teague, the pass to Covington. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Wiggins. Teague for three. It doesn't go for him. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The shot by George, wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Teague against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 1 second left. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day, never take no days for granted.
On his coaches, Greg and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Ferguson. Markieff Morris is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Now here's Jones. 5 to shoot. From downtown. That one misses. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Ferguson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Ferguson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Oklahoma City. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's stolen by Morris. George, that's a 2-pointer, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. T kicks to Gibson over Westbrook. No good from Gibson. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Felton attacking. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Felton. Puts up a 3. No good that time. That'll do it for the first half. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 11. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Robert Covington out there with Sharch. And it's Towns in at the center. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. There's 1:26 left in the third. And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
And here's Westbrook, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins.
Well, the relentless energy with which Russell Westbrook plays, throws his body at the defense and picks up the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves becoming one of the premier offensive teams in the league. They have a huge advantage in free throw attempts and limiting turnovers. Two things that have really set this group apart.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Doris, you look at the Wolves offense. Have they maxed out how good they can be?
I think one area they have to look at is in this age of the three-pointer, they were one of the league's lowest in three-point attempts. To me, they've got to boost that number, and I think they also need to look to attack in transition. They've certainly got enough weapons.
And Adams sends it back.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
Westbrook, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Schroeder against Rose. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Towns. Tries again. They shoot again. And Adams sends it back. And he recovers it. And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Markieff Morris is out there with Grant. Then there's Felton. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Westbrook in at the 2. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Towns, no luck. Grant surveying the D. A 3 from Morris hits the three-point bomb. Morris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. The Timberwolves shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Here's Towns. And Adams sends it back. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Covington. Westbrook with a wide open look. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Oklahoma City.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. It's George on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
And Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says no, sir.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Now here's Towns, here's Wiggins, and nothing is falling for him right now. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, it looked like everybody was having fun, but it looked like you were really feeling it. Did you get into a flow out there?
I did. I got hot. I was looking for the ball, looking to make plays, and shots was falling.
I know you expect that to happen every night, and it did tonight. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.